If you're a lifelong player and you want to know everything about killer guitar tone, from pickup selection, how to choose and set up amps and effects so that you can quickly and easily pull any tone from any setup, then you've absolutely come to the right place. My name is David Wills, and I've spent, the last 18 months flying all over the world, tracking down the world's top experts in guitar tone to bring you the absolute best training on the planet on this subject, called the Ultimate Guitar Tone School. Are you sick and tired of spending all of your hard-earned cash chasing your tone with the latest piece of equipment, only really to be disappointed with the result? Maybe you head over to YouTube and search for videos where you're taught by a bunch of people who don't know much more than you. I mean, really, is this shirtless guy in his mum's basement, is he really going to help you out? Well, perhaps you'll then go over to a number of forums until you ask a question where all the members just start cussing you out. It happens. Now, there's a better way. How about a one-stop shop of world-class experts like the ones we put together in the Ultimate Guitar Tone School? Folks like Paul Jackson Jr., guitarist with The Tonight Show and American Idol. We asked him how he gets all of his tones for a dozen different genres a night on American Idol. And then I interviewed monster recording engineer Andrew Sheps about how he records and mixes some of the biggest bands in the world. I also got together with Bob Bailey, head of Boss USA, and he gives us the lowdown as to how Boss has been the #1 pedal maker in the world for years and gives us a ton of tips in putting together your dream pedal board. I then flew to New York City to meet up with Mike Matthews of Electro Harmonics to give us the backstory of how he grew from making just a few stomp boxes back in the 60s to a huge player in the industry. He also shares a few awesome rock and roll stories, including some with Jimi Hendrix. I also interviewed Brandon Montgomery of Bluetone and the history of amp design and how he has taken the mystical Dumble designs and created some of the most desirable amps on the market, with a 2-year wait list for amps made for Santana and Eric Johnson, just to name a few. And then we sit down with John Pisani, the chief engineer with Electro Harmonics, and discuss the engineering and musicality behind your effect board design. Now, you can have all of this for less than the price of your average crap guitar pedal, right? Don't buy another pedal until you master these unchanging principles behind guitar tone, and here's what we'll learn. We start out right at the beginning of how harmonics form on a string and how that works together with pickup placement, and we get right into all the math that goes along with that, and then how harmonics are generated through distortion and how valves square off waves and those odd and even harmonics all form. In fact, we learn exactly how vacuum tubes work, not only with the components, but how that all works together with a schematic. You'll be able to read a schematic by the time we're done with this training. In fact, I go through and show you how to build your own DIY amp, all the way from the chassis to the wiring up of all the components, until we have a finished amp that we can play through. We then get right into all the different gain staging, not only just seeing this in a graphic view, but also seeing this in a live presentation with a whole bunch of different amplifiers. Not only do we discuss all the amplifiers, but we talk about how to mic them all up with SM57s and ribbon microphones, and then in a live demonstration of blending them all together. We then get deep into effects, over 2 hours of effects demonstration, everything from gain, modulation, basically everything, and then put it all together, showing you how to set up advanced rigs like wet dry rigs, and also a true bypass loop effect board design. Once we've got all of that in place, then we go through a demonstration of exactly how to get iconic tones. Let's have a listen. So you are literally 60 seconds away from instant access to this massive library of guitar tone. Click on the Buy Now button and I'll see you on the other side.